on, if it is technically possible. All right, so let's start meditation, please. Let's sit in a Albert. Can you please take some pants? It is very polite, regardless of age. It's not just about children or anyone, but everyone. If you meet with a monk, it is very polite to take pants and to take such clothes that covers your knees, your navel, and your shoulders. Ideally, also your elbows, but that's not so important. So please remember that for me. And whenever you go to see another monk, and whenever you go to a monastery of Buddhists, then this is very polite way of clothing. You may see sometimes that monks wear robes in such a way that one of their shoulder and their elbow is exposed. But that is because they are in their monastery. They're basically in their home. So that's fine. But you are the visitors. So you as the visitors need to show politeness and always have your knees, navel, and shoulders covered. And if that's easy and comfortable for you, elbows as well. Okay, so please arrange your camera so that I can see your legs, hands, and face. I need to see them so that I check whether your meditation posture is proper. And you will see mine as well if you want. I think Yamo U can arrange it a little bit better, and also Timu. Timu, please arrange your camera so that I can see your legs, hands, and face. You will have to probably. Your knees are not covered. I've discovered you. So please take some pants so that you're well clothed. We will wait for you. You need to dress yourself. Do you have some pants, Timo? Yes. So we are waiting. So please take them right now. No, this is not enough. You need to take some proper clothing so that your knees are well covered. No, please. Do you have some pants? Do you have some clothes? If you don't have it, let me know.
Yes, I have it.
No, I'm talking to Timo.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with pants right quick.
Yes, I'm waiting for you. Yes. Okay. It seems like I'm also no. I'm not. That's good. Okay. Yamo, do you have your knees on the like close to the floor like that? All right. Timo, nice. Thank you very much for taking pants. Can you please sit a little bit further from the camera? Very well. Yes. Timo, can you keep your legs in such a way that you have one leg totally on the floor and another one, and the foot of the other leg is on the thigh, or between the thigh and calf? Is that comfortable? Not really. Okay. So, Timo, do you think you could take a cushion It can be your pillow from your bed if you want, but some people find that inappropriate. Or you can take some kind of cushion, you know, maybe from your sofa or something, and you will keep it under your bum. Timo. Yes, you may like to fold. How to say that? You may like to make your cushion into half, so that it's higher. No, you know, you take that cushion. Take the cushion out, please. Yes. Can you fold it like this? Into half. Yes. And can you sit on that? Yes, nice, nice, very well. Nice, very well. You, in this case, if you feel comfortable, you can keep both legs on the floor like this. Do you see that? I have one leg here and another one in front of it. Do you feel comfortable? Uh-huh. Do you think you can sit like that? You will need to stay like that for 15 minutes. Not sure if you can do that. So when you assume your primary posture, when you're sitting in your meditation posture, you need to also know well, what will you do when your legs are painful. So you need to be ready for that. When your legs are painful, what will you do? What will be the next posture? How will you change? You need to be ready for it, so that during meditation you're not confused. Okay, so this posture in which you're sitting now, we can call it the primary posture. That's the main posture. Then there is the secondary posture in which you sit when you have pain in your legs. So if you have pain in this primary posture, you can change into some people call it mermaid's posture, so that you have both legs by the side. This is your secondary posture. You sit in it only 2 or 3 minutes, not more. It's very important. And then, when the pain disappeared, you return back to the posture in which you started. So you have altogether 2 postures only throughout your meditation time. You can change like this 5 times, 10 times if you have pain, again and again, no problem. But we never stay in the secondary posture more than about 2-3 minutes. We train ourselves to sit in our primary posture as long as possible. So hopefully everyone understands that. It's very important to follow it. So as soon as someone of you keeps your leg like this down, then it's wrong. This is not to be done. What should you do when you have pain in your legs? Well, you take it and keep it by the side. That's what you should do, not put it down or do anything else at all. And then, when you're comfortable, you remove your leg back to the primary posture. It's extremely important to follow this very strictly. Otherwise, you will suffer. Okay, Joe, will you join us in meditation? In that case, I would like to see your whole body, your legs, hands, and face. If you could arrange the place on the floor so that you could sit there. Okay, that looks better. But sure, it seems you have exposed knees. When you meet with a monk or go to a monastery, you need to have covered knees. Can you please take some pants? Do you have some pants at home so that you can take them right now? We will wait for you. Seems like some people here learn a lot. Okay. Nice, very well. So I would like to see your posture of your legs. If you can sit maybe a little bit further from the camera, be better. Yes, I would like to see better the posture of your legs. Yes, okay. So this is not exactly the way we sit for meditation. If you can keep, could you keep one leg totally in front of the other one? Okay. Do you think you can stay like that 15 minutes? Okay. Sure. If you have pain, if you feel pain as you're sitting like this, you can take one leg and keep it by the side for 2-3 minutes until the pain disappears. And then when the pain is disappeared, you do not stay in this posture anymore. You need to return into the posture in which you started. Is that clear? Yes. You can change like that as many times as you want. Yes. I would suggest to Timo maybe to discuss with his parents that he needs some kind of like looser pants, something like more comfortable for meditation, because I worry that the jeans or whatever is this is slightly limiting his freedom. Alright, there are various ways how to sit in meditation, but I think I will explain them to you another day. So as we are finally sitting in a comfortable meditation posture with covered knees, we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. We will keep our eyes a little bit open, as little as is needed that nobody can notice that your eyes are open. So you open your eyes so little that it seems as if you had them closed to anyone who looks at you. Even if they came right in front of you, they should think that your eyes are closed. So little are they open. And we see the floor in front of us. So always think about that. You keep your eyes just tiny, tiny little bit open. So you see the floor in front of you. Anyone who would see you, they would think that your eyes are closed. It's very important that we do not open our eyes wide. If you feel uncomfortable, you can keep them more open, but I believe you can make it with a little open. That's how you start. Later you can make some adjustments to make it more comfortable. Alright, and we do not move during meditation. We sit like a statue. Whenever you want to scratch, think about it. Would a statue scratch itself? You know? So that's how we sit. The stiller you are, the more still you are in meditation, the faster will your mind calm down. And that's where the mind starts to gain special powers. So we need to still the body so that the mind starts to awake. Okay, so now we need to erect the body, another thing. So to erect the body, your body is, you can use this thing. Think of your head as if you wanted to come with your head as close to the ceiling above you as possible. So if you're like this, then your head could be closer. This is not the best position. It can get higher and higher and higher. And at this posture, at this position, it is the highest possible. So always think about what could you do with your back and your neck so that your head is as close to the ceiling as possible. Alright, so we have one hand, I keep one hand on another and I keep my thumbs connected, but not like this. I keep them relaxed one on another. We don't want to think about our thumbs. We want to think about meditation. So we keep them relaxed nicely in the lap. Alright, so see if you can do that. Make sure one hand is on another, that you have your hands connected and that you have them on your lap. And I worry whether Albert is leaning over anything. Maybe you may like to come a little bit further from whatever is behind you so that it doesn't inspire you to lean. Sume, are you sure you will not lean over the wall? You're sure? Okay, now if you just nod, it's enough. Nice. Very well. So I think finally we can start. So we have our eyes just a little bit open. We see the floor in front of us. Our back is nicely erect. And hopefully we feel comfortable. We can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. We allow it to be heavy and changing. At the top of the head, there is a flat piece of flesh which is not a muscle. It covers all of the top part of the head and also the back of the head. So whether you can feel it or not, that's actually not important. We're just giving permission. We just accept the fact that there is some heaviness and it changes as the time goes. And we continue to the forehead. In the forehead there's a muscle, so you can notice that there is tension or that it's relaxed. But we are actually interested in the heaviness and the change of that muscle in the forehead. So we just accept it. If you cannot feel it, doesn't matter. You don't know where it is, no problem. We just accept it. What is it to accept? That we do not reject. So you can actually check, do I reject that the muscle in the forehead is heavy and changing? And if you find out that you don't reject, then that means that you've accepted it. Okay, so in the same manner, we continue to observe muscles and flesh in the other parts of the body. So we move on to the eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy. And we continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the hands to be heavy and changing. And we continue to the chest, abdomen, back, we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy and changing. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy and changing. Think of that flesh as if it was hanging on the bones, and it's heavier and heavier as we think of it. Now let's look at the other parts of this body and see if we can accept the impermanence and unreliability of those parts as well. The heart, kidneys, liver, intestines, spleen, brain, bones, skin, blood, fat, sweat, phlegm, urine, and we accept all of the parts of this body as impermanent and unreliable. Now let's look at the mind and see if there are any thoughts. We don't push away the thoughts. Instead, we analyze them. We want to know what is the cause, what is the condition for each thought. It can be attachment, expectation, worry, a view, a belief. Whatever are those causes, we are mindful, we mindfully observe them, curiously analyze them, what's going on in there. And if you don't see any thought, then just observe your attitude to not having any thought. the more we can accept the unreliability and impermanence of this body and the mind, the deeper peace we can achieve. So let's look at the peace we have already achieved. If you don't feel peaceful, well then consider that nobody is harming you now. Nobody is beating you with a stick. Nobody is insulting you with vulgar words. Well, that is a kind of peace. So we acknowledge our peace, whatever it may be, and we will mindfully observe, we will curiously analyze, what is this peace? Where is this peace? Where is it coming from? And what does it do? How much of this peace is there? When we are established in our peace, we can share it with other beings. We start in the room where we are. We don't force, we don't expect. We just allow, we just give permission to all beings in this room to enjoy at least as much peace as we are enjoying ourselves now. So in our minds, voicelessly, we can wish, may all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. We gradually expand our thoughts of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this continent be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. And we can repeat this sentence for the remaining minute and concentrate on its meaning. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Make sure your back is erect. your head is as high as it can be. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, we will make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. And when we have changed the way of our sitting, we can take one more minute to enjoy the time, to enjoy the peace we gained in meditation. Okay. All right. So, Temu, did you understand everything I said during the instruction? Was it clear? Temu, are you here with us? So can you please unmute yourself and answer my question if you heard it?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel during meditation?
Tired because of my legs.
You had, what happened with your legs? Can you please tell me?
It was sore.
Uh-huh, okay. Was that very fast or it was just after some time? You can keep your camera on while we're talking. So, after some time, right? What did you do when you had pain in your legs?
I just
Excuse me?
I just let I just let it happen.
You just let it happen? Uh-huh. So you were in pain throughout the meditation time?
Yeah.
That's bad. Did you try to change your legs into the secondary posture? No. Uh-huh. Why? Why?
It's, you told us to stay as a statue, so I did.
But changing the legs is an exception. Okay, so you need to change your legs when you have pain in your legs. You stay as a statue in case if there is some itch, if you want to scratch yourself, or if you want to look to the left or to the right, or you just want to move your head whatever way you can move your head. So in those cases you stay like a statue, you do not move at all. But a very special exception, so please remember everyone, two exceptions when you meditate with me for movement is: one, you change your legs posture if you have their pain, to the secondary posture, and then when the pain is gone, you change back to the primary posture. This is very important. I wish that you all do that. And second thing is correcting your back. So when you feel that your back is painful or that you do not keep your back erect, then you correct your back. These are two things that you can change anytime and as many times as you want throughout the meditation time. Okay? But all of the other movements should not be there. So, fidgeting or whatever you call it with your hands, moving your fingers and your arms and your shoulders and your neck. No, we don't do that. But you can change from primary to secondary and from secondary to primary as many times as you want. And you can also correct your back whenever you feel it's not erect or when it is painful. So hopefully everyone will remember this, because I thought you know it already. Of course, that's the problem. So please everyone remember, in meditation you can change your posture, you can correct your back. Otherwise, please do not scratch, do not turn here and there, do not adjust your legs or anything at all. Those things can be done outside meditation, but not in. Okay, so Pyo, what about your meditation? Did you feel comfortable and did you understand everything I said during meditation?
Yeah.
Yes. How did you feel? Can you describe to us?
Okay, just a little bit tingling in my legs.
Okay, yes. Tingling is not tingling is not understood as pain. So tingling and numbness is not exactly pain. Pain is when it is either stabbing pain or dull pain or pulsating pain or steady pain, but losing the feeling in your legs is actually not understood as pain, and tingling is definitely no problem at all. Did you feel uncomfortable when there was the tingling, or would you say it was neutral?
It's neutral.
Neutral, okay. Did you feel that you achieved peace, or did you feel restless during the practice?
I feel like I achieved peace.
Okay, thank you. And Timo, what about you? Did you feel like you achieved peace, or did you feel restless throughout the time?
Peace.
Okay, nice, very well. Well, I asked all the others about meditation last time, but if anyone has anything you would like to tell me, especially if you had headache or backache or stomach ache, or if you had any difficulty, or if you had anything special that you would like to share with me, now is the time, please. Okay, well, you're always most welcome to tell me in a private message, either here in the chat or in Viber or in email. I will share with you my email address in the Viber group. So that's from meditation. So now is coming Dhamma. I would like to teach you how to take 3 refuges and the 5 precepts, because that's the very basis of Buddhist education. But before we start some recitation, I will provide some explanation so you know what's going on. And we actually don't have much time, so we'll have to be very brief. So 3 refuges. You take 3 refuges so that you remind yourself that it's the Buddha, it's the Buddha's teachings, it's the community of monks who inspire you to find happiness in your life. So that's why you take them as your refuge. Then you take 5 precepts, you follow 5 precepts, and you recite the 5 precepts. So you remind yourself that you follow the 5 precepts. Those who follow 5 precepts, they can be happy in this life and in the next life as well. So following 5 precepts is the basis actually to be eligible to be born as a human in the next life. So if someone kills, steals, commits adultery, tells lies, drinks alcohol, takes drugs, then they're not eligible to be born as a human in the next life. At least as a human. So the only destinations that they can be born in are the world of hell, of animals, or of ghosts. So we are very careful and we follow these 5 precepts perfectly. Not as much as we can. No. Perfectly. Always. Alright, so let's look at the recitation. So there are 2 ways how you can recite. You can recite with the Sri Lanka pronunciation. We call it Sinhalese. Or you can pronounce it with Burmese pronunciation. So Sri Lankan pronunciation is the world famous, most common pronunciation. That's why I will teach you first the Sri Lankan pronunciation. But at home, probably with your parents, if you do any recitation, it will probably be Burmese pronunciation. And I will teach you Burmese pronunciation later, maybe after a month or after 2, when I think that you have mastered the Sri Lankan pronunciation. It's also because the Burmese pronunciation is very complicated to explain. So I want you to have first some kind of clear basis, and then we can build on that. Okay, does anyone have any questions about the 3 refuges or the 5 precepts? I didn't say what are they, but I think I sent a picture in the group. I'm not sure. I will send it anyway. So the 5 precepts are not killing, not stealing, not committing adultery, not telling lies, not drinking alcohol, not taking drugs. Alright? It is good for you if you can take those 5 precepts every day, but what is more important is to follow them. So even if you don't take them, but you follow them, it's pretty good. Alright, so let's get to it. We do not have much time, that's the problem. But if anyone has any doubts or any concerns about the 5 precepts, I'm most happy to answer them. Okay, so the system. So first I will say Yamahang vadami tang vade tha. Vadehi would be if you are one person, but you're many people, so we use vade tha. And that means repeat after me. That's what I say. I'm A and you're B. Then you reply Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. We will be reading only the Pali text. So then it's just repeating after me the request for taking the precepts, for taking the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Then we bow by word to the Buddha, who is powerful, worthy of donations, rightly and fully awakened to the truth of the world. And then you're taking 3 refuges. Then I will tell you that the refuges is that the going for refuges is complete. To which you can reply that you agree with that, and then you're taking the 5 precepts. Finally, we finished the recitation by me encouraging you to protect the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts and to be mindful, and then again you can reply Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. Okay, so let's get into it. So I would like to ask everyone to unmute yourself, please. Okay, thank you very much. So I will say Yamahang vadami tang vadetha, and you will only reply Ama Bhante. Ama means yes, Bhante means Venerable Sir. Yamahang vadami tang vadetha.
Ama Bhante.
Okay, so let's start. Let's try that again. but please everyone, please join us. And I would like to ask you to keep your hands together on your chest. It means that you mean it seriously. That yes, thank you very much. Yamahang vadami tang vadetha. Yes, thank you. So now you will be just repeating after me, please. Ahang means I, so it's different from ama, and it's correct there. Aham bhante. Yes, so let's start again. Aham bhante. Tisaranena. Saha. Panchasilang. Dhammang yachami. Anugahang. Gatva. Silang detha. Me bhante. Anukampang. Upadaya. Dutiyampi. Aham bhante. Tisaranena. Saha. Panchasilang. Dhammang yachami. Anugahang katva. Silang detha. Me bhante. Anukampang. Upadaya. Tatiyampi. Aham bhante. Tisaranena. Saha. Panchasilang. Dhammang yachami. Anugahang katva. Silang detha. Me bhante. Anukampang. Upadaya. Okay, so now comes the bow. Namo also can mean gratitude, that I thank you. So namo has more meanings, and whatever the meaning you feel is nice for you, you can take it. Namo literally means to bend, but as I've just explained, it also means I'm thankful. So Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa is a way how we show our respect towards the Buddha. So we will, although probably many of you or all of you know it, for me I need to be sure that you pronounce exactly as I pronounce, and that you do not get lost anywhere. So that's why we will be repeating little by little. Please pay attention to my pronunciation. I wish that you pronounce exactly the way I pronounce. Okay, so let's see if you can do that. So again, make sure your hands are clasped at the chest, and we continue. Please repeat after me. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Notice that in some places I pronounce long vowel, so it should be long. Namo
Namo
Tassa
Tassa
Bhagavato
Bhagavato
Arahato
Arahato
Samma
Samma
Sambuddhassa.
Sambuddhassa.
Okay, so now come the three refuges. Buddhang
Buddham
Saranang
Saranam
Gacchami
Gacchami
Dhammang
Dhammam
Saranang
Saranam
Gacchami
Gacchami
Sanghang
Sangham
Saranang
Saranam
Gacchami
Gacchami
Dutiyampi
Dutiyampi
Buddhang
Buddham
Saranang Gacchami
Saranam Gacchami
Dutiyampi
Dutiyampi
Dhammang
Dhammam
Saranang Gacchami
Saranam Gacchami
Dutiyampi
Dutiyampi
Sanghang
Sangham
Saranang Gacchami
Saranam Gacchami
Tatiyampi
Tatiyampi
Buddhang
Buddham
Saranang Gacchami
Saranam Gacchami
Tatiyampi
Tatiyampi
Dhammang
Dhammam
Saranang Gacchami
Saranam Gacchami
Tatiyampi
Tatiyampi
Sanghang
Sangham
Saranang Gacchami.
Saranam Gacchami.
So now I will announce to you that going for refuges is complete, and you would just reply Ama Bhante. So let's try that together. Sarana Gamanang Paripunnang.
Amma Bande.
Nice. Thank you very much. And let's continue with the 5 precepts. Panatipata
Anantipata
Veramani
Viramani
Sikkhapadang
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Adinadana
Adinadana
Veramani
Viramani
Sikkhapadang
Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Kamesu
Dhammesu
Michchācara
Vichakara
Veramani Sikkhapadang
Viramani Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Musavada
Musavada
Veramani Sikkhapadang
Viramani Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami
Surameraya
Suramiraya
Majjapamadatthana
Majapamadatthana
Veramani Sikkhapadang
Viramani Sikkhapadam
Samadhiyami.
Samadhiyami.
So now I will encourage you to follow these 3 refuges and 5 precepts very well and be mindful, and you just reply Ama Bhante. Tisaranena saddhing panchasilang dhammang satukang surakkitang katva appamadena sampadetha.
Amma Bande.
Very well, thank you very much. Now I think Suri has her last minute to come for her piano class. So thank you very much for joining us. See you later. And I will continue with others, reading our notes. So let me please ask Yaza, does anyone have any class now or anywhere you need to go urgently?
Yes, I do.
Yes, so
Later.
no worries, you can go,
Yes.
please.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I will ask Yaza, please read for us your notes if you have them. Just select one. Just select one sentence or one point that you've noted.
Approximately 5,000 people under the age of 21 die as a result of drinking. Also, a few decades back in 1965, the average age when a person first used alcohol was 17.5, but now it's only 14.
I see. Yes. Thank you
Say
very
only
much.
one? Or
Yes,
should I read the-
just one. Just one. Yes, thank you very much. So that we finish soon for everyone to be happy. Okay, then Albert, can you please read for us one of your notes? Well, most importantly, you write the notes for yourself. So I'm very happy that you write 2 notes, and of course, if we have time, we'll read both. But today we are a little bit delayed, so that's why. Okay, Albert.
Just one?
Yes, just one.
Okay.
Select one.
According to the National Institution of Health, any alcohol use by underage youth is considered to be alcohol abuse. In 2009, more than a quarter of young people, nearly 10.5 million teens, drink.
10.5 what?
10.5 million teens drink alcohol.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much. Yamon-U?
What has been emerging in recent research is that alcohol impairs memory much more easily in adolescents compared with adults.
Exactly, yes. Thank you very much. That's my favorite point. Then Timo. Timo didn't read. So then Jeffrey.
Every day in the United States, 4,750 people between the ages of 12 and 20 take their first full drink of alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to read for you also something. When alcohol... okay, well, I have here one long note, but I will read just a portion of that. Researchers have shown a direct correlation between hippocampal volume and the age of onset of alcohol abuse. The earlier the use and the longer the abuse, the smaller the hippocampus. Alcohol blocks glutamate receptors that are key for building new synapses, and this explains why people who drink heavily have major memory problems. When rapid or binge drinking results in a blackout, a period of time for which the person cannot remember critical information for entire events, the hippocampal damage can be severe, impairing, in particular, a person's ability to create new long-term memories. So, for me, that I actually didn't know that. So maybe you all knew that, but I didn't. So I am quite surprised. I'm very lucky that my dad took me far away from alcohol. So I'm very, very happy now. Now, whatever happened in my past, well, in my case, it's the lucky situation, but many people cannot change their past. They're 30, 40, and they happen to drink alcohol before they're between their 15 and 18. So now, for you, that is a future. And in my case, it's a past. I cannot change it, and I think I've done pretty well. But now in your cases, it's future. So you can decide. I don't know, when I was a layperson, I played games quite a lot, and there are games where you have these special monsters. They're called ghouls, And if a ghoul touches you, then you lose your abilities forever as that personage. Maybe some of you know that. And I feel like this drinking alcohol, that it's like a ghoul, that you allow the ghoul, to take off from your maximum points, of your ability. What's Albert doing? Anyway, so this I think is pretty scary. So I would not like to lose maximum of my abilities. I would not, come to a situation where the maximum or minimum abilities that I have are deteriorated, that they're damaged. So I think not drinking alcohol at all is a very good idea if you want to keep up your maximum abilities and you don't want to reduce your minimum your minimum abilities. So that for me that was a new thing. Did any one of you knew this before, that alcohol can permanently damage your memory? You knew that? Good. Then you're well educated. I didn't know that. Nice. Anyone has any comment or anything you would like to say about today's lesson, or about alcohol, about the book, or anything at all? No one has anything to say? Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be successful in everything you do.
Goodbye, Venerable Sir.
Nice. Timo, when I leave, everyone is greeting me saying, "Goodbye, Venerable Sir."
Goodbye, Venerable Sir.
Nice, thank you very much.